Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the evening with a couple of Princeton Art Tool Catalyst mini blade spatulas and not very much black paint, but some, enough, and some 24 karat gold Decaward Americana. And earlier I left some fluid acrylic enamel in a dish, and it's still good to go, so I can dip into that. I'm hoping I can use this to scrape off if I need to. Doesn't look like it. It might be wasted. But I'm going to use, instead of my shovels, where is my shovel? Instead of my shovel, I'm using this piece of packaging that I just peeled the paper off and then cut. I didn't even bother to trim down the sides because I think it'll hold more paint. And so I'm going to do that first. I'm going to use my gold. And I'm going to see that thing in there and pull it out. I'm not sure what it is, but it does not belong. Alright, so that's working pretty well. That's a sizable amount of paint. And I might even add a little bit more before we get started. I have a 12-inch by 24-inch dry pre-primed black canvas. And if I don't happen to cover all of it, I'm okay. I want a nice layer of paint. I don't want it to be too awful heavy. I think I'm going to grab one of my OXO omelet turning spatulas, the larger version. And I'm going to see how far I can make the paint I've got go. Because it looked like plenty. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's not enough. I'm not good at measuring. Well, I probably would be if I tried, but I'm not trying. For some reason, I have an aversion to measuring. And I should probably get over it because it might be really helpful. So if you're inclined to measure things, please, by all means, measure away. Alright, so it does seem like I have plenty of paint. This exercise for me is me trying to get myself to use a whole bunch of reds and pinks, which I've tried before and I don't seem to be able to get there. I'm going to use my little dish from before to take my excess right off, right there, because it sticks to the blade of the spatula really well. And that's how I want to start. I'm going to make sure there's enough there. I might even make sure it goes a little bit over the side. I'll use this to cover the edges later. If I stop dragging my fingernail through it, it would be even better. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the bucket. I can grab that in a minute if I want to. I did make myself a little tool earlier by cutting one I had in half. And I've lost it. Oh no. There it is. Cool. So these are just acetate sheets taped to a skewer. And before they were painted, they were clear. And there's clear duct tape on there. And it used to be one piece. So now I can put it in something. Alright, so let's just do this thing. Next time I'm thinking that I'm going to probably... Actually, I don't want those to be too uniform at all. What was I going to say? Probably put them into a cupcake container. And I really don't have much of a plan, I have to say. But that's my purple flash. That was a neon, and I think it was from Folk Art. I used to use the Artist Loft all the time, and it was fine. But they haven't had it for a long time. This is the magenta from Golden with some iridescent pearl fine in it. I'm going to just start. I'm not going to try and make something perfect right now. I want to see if I can sort of feel my way out of this. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm going to throw a little bit, if I can get the top open, of my Anitas. Got it. White pearl. And wherever I put that, I kind of expect to be able to put my neon from Folk Art. Neon multi-surface acrylic shows up best with white. I may just do something to make sure that this has some contrast in the end. That is a color shifting orange from Folk Art, and I didn't use much of it for a year, so I guess I'm using it up now. Oh, and that's closed. Well, maybe I'll just use something else instead. This is a 24 karat gold from Folk Art with some color shifting orange in it, go figure. And what else do I have? I had a pink and I wanted to use it, and it's right nowhere to be found. There we go. That's because it's almost gone. That's a good magenta pink. I like that pink. Now you can see I'm not going all the way, and I think I probably have plenty of paint, and I've got one more red, and it's almost gone. And it's similar but not the same to the other one. Now I've got my shovel full of gold, and I think I'm going to try and drop variations on a theme. Let's see. I definitely have enough. And I can always use, you know what, I'm going to let that settle down in the bottom. And if it stays thick, it'll probably stay moist a while longer. And then I'm going to grab, I really want to try this tool. And I want to try, and I used the acrylic enamel earlier, and I see that dog hair in there. Come out. And I'm just going to dip my tool in. And I may want some orange. Some more orange. The orange I said I didn't need, I definitely want. Even if I have to unscrew it and clean the tip out, which was really not a part of my plan. Sorry for the delay. I think I got most of it. I think I got enough of it to keep it flowing for the little bit of it that I need anyway. I'm liking that. Very, come on, back on you go. If I don't get them on, then they go into the painting. Yep, I could probably add some of that after too. No, I didn't do a great job. Come on, out you come. Okay, let's just, there we go. We got something. Alright, so I'm going to take my little dish from before. Where is my little dish from before? There it is, it's over there. It's got black paint in it now. Alright, we'll use that. And I'm just going to keep on doing this. I'm going to go the opposite direction. And right down over the edge. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I've got a smaller one of these, and I think I'm going to use it. As long as I put it someplace I can find it. There it is. There's the smaller one. And make sure that I use the correct black, because the enamel works really well. That is too thin. It's a lot like a wide skewer. Let's see how I like those marks. Let's just grab a bunch from the side and see what happens. I'm going back to my original plan. I think I'm just going to keep going all the way up whenever I feel like it. I gotta get that other dish out of here because I'm... Alright. I want some of that to come right up here. As long as I seem to have some of the enamel, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Kept thinking I needed some blue, but the The Folk Art Color Shifting Purple Flash definitely flashes blue. I like scraping down to the black underneath. That's cool. And some of it will fill in and some of it will not. And that is okay with me. That's a good reason to have that, that wet black background. I may be running down my stuff down the edges. That's pretty cool so far. I'm liking all of that. I will be working on my edges when you guys are gone finally. Hopefully I set my timer. Yep, we've got enough time. And I'm definitely liking the edge of, using the edge of that to create the contrast of the black dragging down to the bottom. I could even put a few tendrils in there, or spirals if I wanted to. I like the sort of randomness. I say that and then I immediately cover it up. But I like the random shapes that are mixed in there just as much as I like everything else. I don't know what this is, but I like it. And it gives me ideas for all kinds of stuff. Might like to make a jellyfish with tentacles or whatever you call them, tendrils or filaments. I don't think I want to go too much. Whoops, that was much deeper than I expected it to go. That's okay, I'm still having a good time. I want to steal some paint and put it right over here. And I want to look at this. I like my bits of white. And then she ran her tool right through them and made them go away again. Alright, so I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint, if there are any, after all this swiping. I'm liking the magentas in there. It's sort of flamey, but I don't know. I guess it's flamey. But I like flames. I guess I'm a pyro from way back. I'm going to have to cover my top edges if I want to later. I'm going to leave my paint. I'm going to have to do another painting because I got too much leftover paint. Just use some really delicate little strokes to interrupt a few things. Could have gone back in and added some more white. Keep thinking that a little more white would be good. So anyway, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the back, in the front yard. Yes, that's the one with the orange on it. I'm just going to look for anything that I might want to change. Might use that orange paint. New swipe series. Yes, I have a torch in one hand and a skewer in the other, and I haven't gotten any closer to turning that torch on, but it's still in my hand. Alright, I say that, and then it's not. I love what I've got, and I want to continue exploring and bend this method to my will to make some scapes at some point in time. But right now, it is whatever it is. And if you guys would like to help me, that would be great. A thumbs up is a perfect way to show your appreciation. Your comments cheer me up endlessly. Thank you so much for keeping my morale boosted. If you watch the videos when the notifications come out, it helps my standing at YouTube. They give better placement to people who have their videos watched in the first hour when they come out. I see some more stuff that I just want to change before I torch too much more. Yeah, I'm liking all of that. And I could definitely seal some paint here. So I've got Teespring clothing under the video if anybody's interested in all over print leggings or t-shirts. And lots of other stuff is there also. That Teespring has a store on my community on my channel, and that's also where you can find the community board where tomorrow's video will be. And you can find links to my playlists. There are 1,500 videos as of right now, and they're organized by the 100 and also by genre and topic. If you guys have questions for me, feel free to ask. I love that hot neon pink, and I didn't used to be a huge fan, and I'm absolutely enamored of it right now. I'm glad I have more black at one end. A lot. Really liking that a lot. Okay, if you share my videos and watch them longer, those are two really handy things to have. The link tree is underneath the video, and my email address if you'd like to contact me regarding any lessons. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. And under the link tree, you're going to find Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. Under the video, if you open Show More, you're going to find my paint pouring recipe. And also back again on the link tree, you're going to find Facebook groups. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is for students. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors is where the albums are that contain the so far edited YouTube wet and dry artworks. Not all of them, they're not all there, but I'm only a couple thousand behind. No, I'm kidding. Probably only 500 behind. What else? Amazon. My Amazon link is a great place to shop for anything that you want, and it helps me out when you do so, and I really appreciate that. It's at no added cost to you, and it helps me eventually buy art supplies sometimes. Not for a while now, not since last year actually, but it could happen again. I love you guys. There's almost 90,000 of you. I'm crawling very close to 90,000, and I love you dearly, and I hope to see you again soon. I just had to do it. I'm going to try and zoom in on some of that. We got really, really, really nice cells. I love you guys. I hope you come again. I'm sorry you can't see that a little bit better because of the glare of the lights. But at least I'm not outside in 100-degree heat. You guys take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And sorry about my rambling this time. And thank you very much for looking for the drawing. On the end screens, there's a video that will show you the monthly drawing prizes for those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to help keep the studio rolling. And thank you for all the donations in the past. I love you guys dearly. I'll see you in on. Bye for now. Priscilla out.